What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we will discuss how viruses reproduce and make you sick. When we talk about viruses, they aren't really alive or dead. This is because they can't reproduce by themselves. And all that they are is DNA inside of a capsule. A cell has organelles, cytoplasm, a nucleus, and ribosomes that allow it to absorb and process energy. That is why it's classified as alive. But a virus can't do any of that. So how does it exist? Well, first I need to explain blood types. This is a blood cell. It carries things like oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nutrients throughout the body. This is a white blood cell and does nothing like what a blood cell does. It scans the body for foreign substances, alerts other white blood cells, and consumes the foreign substance, destroying it. So how does it know not to kill a blood cell in the body? It looks for tiny bristles on the blood cell like a key in a lock. If a blood cell with different bristles comes in, it will be killed, because the blood cells think it's a foreign substance. This is the concept of blood types, and this chart displays different blood types and how they react with donors and recipients. If your blood type is AB positive, you can receive blood from every blood type, yet only donate blood to recipients who are also AB positive. If your blood type is O negative, you can donate blood to any of the blood types, yet can only receive blood from other O negative donors. Viruses take advantage over this fact. Notice the virus's bristles. It uses these to trick the human cell into letting it inside. Once inside the cell, the virus takes advantage of the cell's ribosomes. Ribosomes are these things in the cell that convert what's known as mRNA into what's called tRNA. This is basically reading half of a DNA strand, mRNA, and finding the other half of it, tRNA. If a cell puts RNA into the ribosome telling it to repair the Golgi body, then it will. What a virus does is it stops the cell's RNA from going in, instead puts its own RNA into it, telling the ribosome to make more of that virus, and more, and more, and more, and more, until there are viruses all over the cell. When the cell is infested enough, white blood cells notice it and kill the cell and viruses inside of it. If white blood cells don't notice it, the cell will slowly die off because all of its nutrients are going to creating new viruses. Once the cell dies, it releases all of the viruses inside of it to infest the cells around it. Notice either outcome for the cell results in dying. How can a virus make you sick? Most viruses are transmitted by the host through the air that they breathe. This means the majority of infected cells are in the lungs. Because of this, many lung cells die. This can lead to respiratory issues and symptoms such as coughing and shortness of breath. If enough cells die, it can cause you inability to breathe, which can be lethal. So if enough of your lung cells get infected, they will die and you will not be able to breathe as easily as before. How can you find a vaccine for a virus? Most virus vaccines include a dead or weakened virus of the same type. This will train your body cells and white blood cells as to what to look out for. Unlike bacteria, virus vaccines are preemptive, which means you have to get the vaccine before you get the virus. Also, there is no permanent cure for certain viruses such as the flu, because there is a new strand of it every spring. It's not uncommon for a ribosome to read RNA incorrectly, and when it does with a virus, the new virus could be different than the original. This could make it so the old virus is more susceptible to white blood cells and the newer one less susceptible to white blood cells. In such an occasion, the newer virus is likely to survive and reproduce. So if there is a vaccine for the older virus, it would not work on the newer virus. Conclusion: viruses reproduce by taking advantage of living cells. In doing so, they kill the cell, which if done in large amounts can lead to health problems and can sometimes be lethal. A vaccine for a virus is mainly dead or weakened versions of that virus injected into the bloodstream to train your cells for the occasion that you get the real virus. However, the vaccine would soon prove to be ineffective to a new strand of that virus later on. That'll be it for this video. I hope this helps you more thoroughly understand how a virus infects your body. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on to be a citizen of Llama Town.